Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on the Gooners and Gloves Podcast channel. In today's video, it's going to be the 50th Gooners and Gloves Podcast, and I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and reactions to Arsenal's game versus PSV. This was the first leg of the round of 16 of the Champions League in Eindhoven, and oh my word, where do I even begin? What a sensational performance, an absolute demolition job in Eindhoven. Seriously, this was just insane, and I don't even know where to begin. What a way for us to mark our 50th Gooners and Gloves podcast with a 7-1 victory, all but securing Arsenal's place in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I'll be getting into every single goal, all of the moments, everything, but this was just an absolutely chaotic game, a demolition job. Arsenal becomes the first team ever in the entire history of the Champions League to score 7 goals away from home. Nobody's ever done that in the Champions League, to score 7 goals in an away game, but Arsenal has managed it, and that's obviously a really cool record to now have. First time in history. It's also Arsenal's biggest ever away win in the Champions League, surpassing their 5-1 win against Inter Milan in 2003. So this is a game that has set multiple records, and obviously very good records. But yeah, seriously, just it's one of those things where you're just completely mind blown. Like, I'm still a bit shell shocked. I'm obviously so proud of the team, and this is just such a sensational performance, and it's exactly what the squad needed. You know, obviously our attack's been struggling so much recently. I mean, not scoring against West Ham, not scoring against Forest, you know, labouring to a 2-0 win against Leicester. So to get a 7-1 victory is exactly what the squad needed, and you know, we truly couldn't have dreamt of a better start in the Champions League. Obviously we're all but through. I mean, you know, we've got a 6-goal advantage at home. Like, clearly we're going through to the quarterfinal, and it's just an amazing way to start the campaign. And again, you know, given how depleted our attack is right now, this is exactly what they needed, and hopefully our attack does kick on and continue to put on fantastic performances like this, because you know, this is the sort of potential that we always knew they were capable of, and finally tonight they were able to actually demonstrate it and score 7 goals, an absolute demolition job, just completely ruthless. And I'm not gonna lie, it was an amazing watch. It was really cool to see Arsenal be so ruthless, be so you know, so absolutely destructive with the goals and just scoring so many. So yeah, fantastic performance, sensational. Just seriously, I mean, what more can I say? It's 7 goals, you know, it's always amazing to see your team score that many goals, and again, to now officially have the record for the first team ever in Champions League history to score 7 goals away from home, and also to officially have Arsenal's biggest ever away win in the Champions League. Not only that, but I'm pretty sure before this, Eindhoven had never even conceded 6 goals in a Champions League game, let alone 7. So basically a lot of records were set this game, and obviously that's really cool. But getting into the game itself, so to be fair, I will admit the first sort of 15 minutes were actually fairly even. Like, this is why it's crazy how this game ended, because for the first 15 minutes it was actually quite even. There were chances on both ends. PSV had this one really good chance, but Gabriel was able to get a touch on it and it hit the crossbar. That was a really good opportunity for them, and I think they had another one, and then obviously Arsenal were creating their own chances. So for the first 15 minutes it definitely was quite a close game. Like, it wasn't quite the demolition job that it would turn out to be for the first 15 minutes, but I think that Arsenal were playing well in that 15 minutes, and I could just see this like level of composure, and it was good to see from the squad, this good level of composure, and I was really liking what I was seeing out there. But in terms of goals, Jurrien Timber opened proceedings. So obviously the Dutchman scored in Holland. So yeah, obviously Jurrien Timber is from the Netherlands, and so he scored in the Netherlands. So yeah, Jurrien Timber opened proceedings with a really nice header. So Declan Rice provided an absolutely beautiful ball, really good cross by Declan Rice to Jurrien Timber, who was able to finish it. It's Jurrien Timber's 2nd goal for Arsenal. Obviously buzzing for him. I mean, I've been singing his praises this season, and I thought it was fantastic again tonight. Like, he's definitely a player that I've been singing the praises of, and I'm really happy to see him get his 2nd goal for Arsenal. Really good header, really good leap. Was able to beat the PSV defender and was able to do a really good leap to get the header. So it was fantastic from Jurrien Timber, and a great assist from Declan Rice, who again was absolutely sensational tonight as well. Really good performance from, sorry, that was my keyboard. Really good performance from Declan Rice tonight, definitely. Very good, and it was a fantastic cross from Declan Rice to assist Jurrien Timber, and Jurrien Timber got the header. So that was a really good goal. Great stuff from Jurrien Timber, and as I said before, the man from the Netherlands scores in the Netherlands. So that's a cool little story right there. But yeah, great finish by Jurrien Timber to open proceedings. Following on, only 3 minutes later, Ethan Ranieri with an absolute great goal, rifled it in. I mean, Ethan Ranieri, seriously, it's honestly just becoming incredible how good this guy actually is. And once again, he's another player that was so good tonight. Got the goal, but other than that, he was involved in obviously several of the others. Obviously not directly like assisting them, but he was, you know, he was doing the pre-assist and the link-up play and everything. So honestly, Ethan Ranieri at 17 is just incredible. He's such a gem, and we're so lucky to have him, because this guy just continues to shine week in, week out. He was excellent again tonight, and his goal was really nice. Not only that, but it was really cool that he got the link up from Miles Lewis-Skelly, who actually provided him the assist. Miles Lewis-Skelly played the ball across, and then Ethan Ranieri with some serious force hit this into the goal. It was a really, really strong goal. Absolutely rifled it in, and the sound it made against the crossbar and everything was so satisfying. So really cool to see the two boys from Hell End get the link up play together and get a goal together. I must say, speaking of Miles Lewis-Skelly, I did think he was good while he was on, but I must say I do think he was a bit reckless tonight. Obviously, he did get himself booked and then very nearly got himself booked again. Obviously, there's a big controversy about whether he should have been sent off. I will admit that there definitely was a case to be made for a second yellow card. Obviously, I'm super grateful that it wasn't given, but I can definitely understand why PSV fans were upset about that. But understandably, Mikel Arteta didn't want to take any more chances, especially because by this point the game was already becoming quite comfortable. So Calafiori came on, and obviously, as you guys are about to find out, he had a ridiculously good game as well. But yeah, really good ball from Miles Lewis-Skelly, and Ethan Ranieri absolutely rifles it in. Great finish, lots of force, lots of power, and just a great finish. So fantastic from Ethan Ranieri. Then, about 10 minutes later, Mikel Merino made it nice and comfortable, made it 3-0 with a really nice finish of his own. Obviously, Merino has been struggling these last couple of games, so happy that he was able to get a goal, and he actually also got an assist, which we'll get into a bit later. But really nice finish from Mikel Merino. It was a bit of a scrappy goal because there was like some fouling and stuff taking place in the box, but all in all, it was a really good finish by Mikel Merino, and it's good to see that he's still got that instinct to finish, and really liked the finish. It was a nice curled it around the goalkeeper, really nice finish. So that was good from Mikel Merino, and by this point the game was nice and comfortable. It was 3-0. As I said before, the third goal was a little bit scrappy because there was a bit of like fouling and stuff going on, but I think all in all it was Jurrien Timber who was able to just get the ball across. I don't think anybody was credited with an assist, but I think it was Jurrien Timber who was able to get the ball across, and then Mikel Merino, nice and composed, curled it around the keeper to make it 3-0. Then obviously we get to the penalty incidents. So this was a bit stupid from us. Basically we really like recklessly gave up a penalty. Yeah, just really foolish, fouling in the box, and they were given a penalty which Lang converted really nicely. Lang took a really nice penalty, lots of power, nothing Raya could really have done about it, but you know, it wasn't anything to panic about. It was still 3-1 at this point. It's not like we had to freak out or anything, and it's good to see that the squad didn't let it get to them too much. But yeah, that's how the first half ended, 3-1. Timber, Nwaneri, and Marino, and then on their end, Lang scored a penalty. Right, that was a very packed first half. We'll get ready for an even more packed second half because this game is far from over. So second half, 2 goals in 2 minutes. What a start to the second half. Starting off with Martin Odegaard, and obviously Martin Odegaard, absolutely ecstatic for him. 2 goals and an assist tonight, and I'm so happy for him. For me, he's definitely the man of the match without a doubt, and really pleased for him. I mean, he's obviously been getting so much hate recently and so much criticism, so to see him step up, get 2 goals and an assist, and put on a real true captain's performance, I was very happy to see. So massive shout out to Martin Odegaard. He was excellent tonight, definitely proved why he is undoubtedly a brilliant Arsenal captain. 2 goals and an assist. So let's get into his first goal. It was a good ball from Ricardo Calafiori. So as I mentioned before, because Miles Lewis-Skelly was on a yellow card, and because the game was, you know, had become a lot more comfortable, Mikel Arteta made the decision to take off Miles Lewis-Skelly in order to obviously prevent him from getting sent off, because to be fair, he has been sent off twice, one of them controversially, the other one deserved. So understandably, Arteta said, alright, he's got his assist, you know, he's on a yellow, let's just take him off. So Calafiori came on, and Calafiori, to start off the second half, supplied a nice ball to Martin Odegaard, who then was able to get the finish. Really nice finish from Martin Odegaard, and obviously that was just a really important goal, because obviously once PSV got the penalty and scored it, it was then only 2-goal deficit, and obviously the stadium really began to wake up. So it was really good for Martin Odegaard to just get that goal, bring back the 3-goal advantage, and basically kill off any hope of any kind of PSV comeback, because you're always thinking in those moments, could there be a comeback, could there be a resurgence? You know, even after the penalty, they'd created a couple of opportunities, but Martin Odegaard came through, got the goal, silenced any sort of nerves, and basically re-established the 3-goal advantage. So it was a nice ball from Ricardo Calafiori to get himself an assist, and Martin Odegaard finished it off. And then a minute later, Leandro Trossard also scores a good ball from Mikel Merino, and then Leandro Trossard dinks the goalkeeper, and at that point, 5-1. I mean, what a start to the second half. 2 goals in 2 minutes. 47th minute, Odegaard. 48th minute, Trossard. Great ball from Mikel Merino to get his assist, so Mikel Merino got a goal and an assist. And Leandro Trossard, fantastic finish, dinks it over the goalkeeper, just a really nice finish, and that makes it 5-1. And then obviously from there, as you can imagine, it was all Arsenal by this point. Obviously, as you've probably already guessed, you know, PSV lost any kind of will to keep playing. Obviously 6-1 at this point, it's done for, you know what I mean? But Arsenal certainly did not lose that will, and we did manage to get one more goal. Ricardo Calafiori, great finish. Martin Odegaard gets his assist, and Ricardo Calafiori with a fantastic finish. Honestly, Ricardo Calafiori just has something about him, man. In terms of finishing, this guy really has something about him. You know, all three of the goals that he scored this season have been really good. Obviously, the screamer against City, the screamer against Wolves, and obviously tonight wasn't necessarily a screamer, but it was like a real nice composed striker's finish. So great finish from Ricardo Calafiori to wrap up a 7-1 game. An absolute demolition job, a fantastic performance, and we are pretty much certain to go through to the quarterfinal. Speaking of the quarterfinal, tonight was obviously the Madrid derby, which is obviously important for us because we will face the winner of that two-leg tie. Real Madrid beat Atletico Madrid 2-1. That was a really good game, by the way. I checked the highlights for that, and that was a really good game. So obviously Real Madrid have to go to Atletico Madrid, although they are defending a 1-goal lead. So we'll see what happens with that, but whoever wins that will be facing, obviously I know I shouldn't be saying will be facing Arsenal because I get that there's a second leg, but like, come on, PSV are not going to recover a 6-goal deficit. So I think I'm just going to say it, will be facing Arsenal in the quarterfinal. So yeah, fantastic performance by Arsenal. So all in all, just to summarize, Jurrien Timber got a goal, Ethan Ranieri got a goal, Mikel Merino got a goal and an assist, Martin Odegaard got 2 goals and an assist, Leandro Trossard got a goal, and then Ricardo Calafiori got a goal and an assist, and on PSV's end, Lang scored a penalty. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up my assessment of this game. A sensational performance. Arsenal all but certain through, this is really hard to say, are all but certain to go through to the round, to the quarterfinal. Obviously they are going to go through. I mean, it's a 6-goal deficit for PSV, and it's at home, so clearly Arsenal are going to go through. So fantastic performance, really happy to see it, and yeah, just really excited to see how Arsenal carries on in the Champions League. Obviously, you know, as much as we've done really well against PSV, it will be a tough test in the quarterfinal because we're going to have to face either Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid, two teams that are in sensational form, and put on what was a really good Madrid derby tonight at the Bernabeu, and I'm sure will give us a very good game at the Metropolitano as well. But let's not focus too much on that right now. As of right now, Arsenal, fantastic performance. As mentioned before, they set the record as the first team in Champions League history to score 7 goals away from home, and also Arsenal's biggest ever away win in the Champions League. Also, the first team ever to score 7 goals against PSV. So, fantastic performance. In Europe, that is. So, yeah, excellent performance. I really can't praise the squad anymore. I mean, they were just so good tonight. Such a great response to all of the hate on the attack. The attack is clearly, you know, hopefully back. Hopefully, I don't want to jinx anything, but hopefully the attack is back and we'll actually start doing this week in, week out now. But yeah, fantastic performance, really good. We head into the second leg with a 7-1 advantage and we're at home. Obviously, it will be interesting to see what side Arteta decides to play for that game. I'd imagine he's just going to go very heavily rotated because there's no point in risking any players. But at the same time, you don't want to do it so rotated to where PSV can actually pull off a comeback. I mean, I know that wouldn't happen, but still. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what side Arteta goes with. But that is it for tonight. An excellent performance, and we are on to the quarterfinal. In terms of this upcoming weekend, we now have Manchester United at Old Trafford, so obviously a good opportunity for hopefully some revenge following obviously the FA Cup elimination back in January. So hopefully we can get some redemption and get some revenge. This is certainly a great result to be getting before heading to Old Trafford. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Please let me know down below what you thought of Arsenal's performance, who you thought were some of the star players, what your favourite goal was, etc. But yeah, fantastic performance. On to the quarterfinal. Obviously, there is still a second leg, which I'll cover, but I think it's very clearly over. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in another podcast soon. Bye-bye.